When you talk about seminary formation, and we always speak of the four pillars: the human formation, intellectual formation, pastoral formation, and then spiritual formation. And one of the ways of understanding is that the spiritual pillar is what underlies the other three. And it is the place where individually with the seminarians, that basically, you spend time asking, how are they falling in love with Jesus? And how are they discovering Jesus' great love for them? And the way they reflect on their spiritual life here in the seminary is in their life. How are they encountering God in the midst of their life? That the spiritual pillar is not something outside of the seminarian's life, but it's integral to it. It pulls together all the other. And so that when you talk about the spiritual formation, it again is not outside of the other three, it's in the midst of it. And at the heart of it is, how does a man grow in that awareness of Jesus' love for him, and therefore his falling in love with Jesus? Because out of that love is how he's going to minister as a priest. How he's going to be the person of Christ for God's people. And so it's an important part. The other aspect of this pillar is very sacred. And we speak about it as internal form, in that what's shared between the seminarian and the spiritual director, and the spiritual director must always be a priest, is kept internal. That's something that can never be shared. So for instance, I walk with this seminarian as his spiritual director. When it comes time for evaluations, I'm present there, but I can never speak. I listen, that I'm in extra ears to then, after that evaluation meeting, to sit down and then together speak about what happened. But more importantly, how do we hear the Holy Spirit moving? What does that seminarian hear God doing and calling and forming him, as a priest of Jesus Christ? So it's a holy work, it's a sacred work, and it's a great privilege to walk with the seminarian as they continue to discern their call to be a priest of Jesus Christ.